Oh, how's it going, Nakama? The DarkBriton is back with some amazing lads. We've got Samurai Drew, we've got Segrain, and of course, we've got One Piece 1057. You boys got the chapters up, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm looking. Yeah. I'm looking at it right now, Sonny boy.
Oh man. Okay. The end of Wano. We have it, folks.
Okay.
Chapters 1057, titled The End. Cover story. Germa 66's an emotionless excursion. Volume 16, Caesar's poison gas attack. So it looks like Caesar's behind. Wait. I don't know if Caesar's behind Katakuri or not, but I can see one of Katakuri's donut mochi things. Thinking about bobbers. So.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it looks like Caesar with the sneak attack. Reiju won't be affected, so that's all I care about. Everyone else is okay. Goodbye Katakuri, goodbye everyone else. But Reiju is fine. The end. I get it. The end. Any thoughts before we jump into the chapters, lad?
He's just gonna smoke out our boys and then dip?
Apparently. He's just gonna smoke out and dip out.
I've had worse friends.
In Florida, I can imagine. I'll go to page 6 and Segrain, you'll take over page 7, okay?
Yeah, alright. We finally got in to see Caesar. When last did we see him?
No, well, we saw him...
He's skulking around.
A few weeks ago when they discovered him still in Whole Cake Island. So we've known that he was there. Before then, it was a random cover page of him... I think it was like penguins or some weird animal. And then it was Whole Cake Island when he was like, hey, I'm leaving now. You guys, you're going to miss me. And everyone's like,
nope.
Doubt it.
Bye. See ya. Bye. Like, so we are going to go ahead and jump in to page 2. Bong bong. Oh, the sky was dark as the tempest blew over in Yonagashima. Looks like we have a new... Are they renamed everything? It's now Yonagashima, I guess? And the blue dragon's bellow set every beast a howling. Are they? Oh, I guess they're telling the story. Well, in the port of Habu, sheets of autumn rain beset the crimson maple curtain. This is the story of the we are going to end Wano in a Kazuki play. Oh my goodness. Oda is such a beast.
It's funny.
This is the story of the loyal samurai vassals who fought bravely to avenge the death of Kazuki Oden. Yo! And I, your humble narrator, will attempt to do justice to the tale. Akazaya. We begin on the evening of the Fire Festival. And we have the bung bung bung. This is so cool. The entire trend that we were having was a kabuki play in the acts. And now we're going to end what? Oda, you really are a monster. The woods of Takage Port, Udon. Oh, sorry. Do we want to do a breakdown? I feel like that was...
I just want to complain that there's, that they did Act 1, Act 2. Did they do Act 3 or no? Or we were waiting
we
for
started Act 3, but I think this is going to be the end final curtain.
I know, it just feels like he forgot about it.
No, well, I was hoping we were going to get 5 acts. So, man.
Right, but anyway.
Yeah, so I think the chapter is going to end with the curtain close that you're saying, with Acts 3 end, Wano end. Your humble, yeah. So going on to page 3. The woods to Takage Port. What? You're not going out to sea? Is that right? What? Is that right, Yamato? Right. I've already told Luffy and his friends that I'm not going. You're truly staying here, Yamato. Is that a bad thing? No, it would be wonderful. But you said I am so confused and distraught right now. I can't read.
She was going!
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna read this over. I'm sorry. I've already told Luffy and his friends that I'm not going. You're truly staying here, Yamato. Is that a bad thing? And Yamato's riding with them. No, it would be wonderful, but you said you had made up your mind earlier, so I assumed. Oh, that? Well, Odin started his travels by walking about the country, didn't he? Boy, this... I know so little about the world, just like him, so I'll follow the same path, and eventually it will take me out to sea. My word, you already cleared this up with Luffy and his... I'm not gonna be too frustrated because I don't believe
raging.
it.
My heart is just raging right now.
I'm so upset. I'm so upset. But I feel like Luffy, please. But that just makes it worse. Why must they humiliate me so? Why would they leave without a word? What is your name? Your father is a fool of a lord. Who are you? I'm Luffy. Okay, so panel by panel, because I'm really tempering my emotions. Right, I'm very frustrated. Do you think that Yamato's actually not leaving with them now, or is this?
No, she's not going. Why?
I'm hoping this is just a false flag. I'm hoping this is a false flag. Any panel by panels?
I mean, they're all riding on
I hope a
Momonosuke.
twist
That's
will
kinda
happen.
cool.
Yeah, let's go ahead. I'm moving on to page 4.
Cap.
So what if you're a warrior? I'm gonna be the king of the pirates one day. So yeah. Oh yeah, that's when they first met. Bah. In that case, I'll be the one. I will one day rise to become the shogun of Wano. You fool. What was that, you ill? Bow down before me, ape. I do miss little Momo Dragon. Like he was a little eel. He was a weird little eel. What are you, Momo? Just a figure? Yep, I remember that moment. You're just gonna stand there and cry and want to defeat Kaido? Let's team up. It's an alliance. Luffy! For such a cowardly little brat. Yep. You're just a kid with a top knot who's all talk. Find a way to survive. We'll go and rescue you. Cause we're pals. I ask you one more time, boy. What is your name? I remember this moment, Kazuki Momonosuke. I've went on to page 5.
No, you keep going. It's just a flashback.
Yeah, so I went ahead and went on just because Momo gets a flashback. Because I remember when Momo made the editor cry and we were all just like, someone died, and it was just like him standing up for himself. And everyone was just like, huh. Well, that was interesting. Do you guys remember that part? It was like the
honestly,
the community got the news that something was coming up that made the editors cry. And we even made a video. What was it that made
what could it be?
Cry? Yeah, and it was just like Momo standing up for himself. And we're all just like, dun, 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 wah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just it was a good moment. I don't know why it made anyone cry.
Right.
Then go. You can fly. Yeah. Go to Onigashima. Don't worry about Kaido. I'll guarantee you I'll win. Huff huff. We may not have been the best of friends, but after a long journey, do I really mean nothing to you? You're a cold... He is so upset. You're a cold man. Thought you were better than this. Don't mistake rudeness for independence. Am I wrong, Kinemon? You're exactly right, Lord Momonosuke. But, why aren't we flying? Why aren't we flying? Why aren't they flying? I'm looking back at it, and they were, yeah. Is he still afraid to fly?
Must be.
I think he is. He should be.
Is,
Okay. If he doesn't
I
have
don't think
to
we've seen him
fly,
actually fly. Or not, at least not high, especially during that fight. I'm going on to page 6, 6, and then 5. So yeah, this will be my last one, and then Segran, you'll take over page 7, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it's been very interesting so far. That's all I can say. That's all I'll give it to it. I am going on to my final one in 3, 2, 1. You are now the true shogun of Wano, Lord Momonosuke. If Luffy does not watch his words, I may have no choice. Okay. I may have no choice but to cut him down. Yes, the way of the warrior demands it. I thought you said we were friends, Luffy. You don't have to be that mad about it. He humiliated me, and now he must pay the price. First, I'll hit him, and then I'll bite him. Takage Port, if we ever run into each other out there, we're totally enemies. If people die, so be it. Yeah, totally. See you later, Traffy. Shut up. Come on, let's ship out. Aw, shut up. Aw. Hey, wait. Oh. Okay. Does anyone have anything for my final panel? If not, we will go ahead and move on, okay?
Okay.
I've got nothing really.
I mean, yeah, love the ships. Love seeing the ships. Good artwork. Kinemon, the whole thing. Kinemon cutting Luffy down. Like he knows he can't. Like
yeah,
this is
right?
obviously. Yeah, I mean, it's just a big gag here.
Oh my God! It's my honor. Blah, 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 blah. They are interesting lads, to say the least. So I have nothing if that's not the case. Drew, it's up to you. All right, no, Segrain.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. There you are, and he's panting, whiz. Hey guys, we came to see you off. Momonosuke Kinemon.
Yamato.
And Momo is angry, is growling. Luffy. Oh, and then I've got you now, Luffy. Luffy, what do you think you are doing? We've been with you longer than anyone, and you are going to leave without a word to us. Shogun is furious with you. Explain yourself, you cretin. You are here now, aren't you? Luffy, this is an order from the Shogun.
Who drew this? I don't know why. I'm really upset this morning. Yamato is a fourth of her normal size here. Her head is smaller than Luffy's. Like, what is this? What is this? She's supposed to be like 7, 8 feet tall.
This is very confusing, all of it. But okay, I don't really know how else to make it.
The Sunny looks good. The little shaded thing on the left there, top left. I mean, that's a pretty nice rendering of the old ship. But other than that, yeah, why is Yamato? Yeah, that's the worst I've ever. I don't know. Like sometimes they get perspectives wrong, but
yeah, Yamato
this is just strange.
Too tiny.
Yeah, man. Okay.
I've got nothing else, Segrain, if you wanna.
Alright, moving on to the next page. Don't leave me. Oh my God. My dude is crying like a baby. Don't leave me. I miss you so much. Please stay with me forever. I don't want to say goodbye.
Good. He's finally saying it.
So it wasn't anger. It was
he's just
more
upset.
Of sorrow.
I mean, he's a kid. What do we expect from him? He's a kid, really in a kid's head. So go ahead and keep reading and read it all the way through, and then we'll do a breakdown. Okay?
All right. It was because of all of you that I survived. It was because of all of you that I was able to laugh and smile. You avenged my father and my mother. I cannot thank you enough. I'm too stupid. I don't have the words to express my feelings, but I am scared of what is ahead. Please don't go. This is okay. Is Zoro right? Okay, this is pathetic man. Momo can't help it. He's still just a little boy. So I got it right here. And
Are they gonna give him a cloak? Go ahead and go. I think this is we want to go ahead and get this payoff. Only thing I can
Alright.
comment on is Frankie's crying in the background.
oh, okay. I didn't even notice. All right, moving on to the next page. We were waiting to give you that. Some Shogun you are
Yo.
Momo. Wait, what is that? What did they give him?
Go keep reading.
Oh, this will be the next page, yeah.
Oh,
Or next panel.
okay. You might be bigger now, but we know who you are inside. Some shogun you are, Momo. You're an idiot and a coward and a weakling. But I think of you like a little brother. Okay. It's a flag. Okay. So now is the time Luffy is becoming a true emperor.
Right.
Go ahead and go ahead and finish it up, and we'll break it all down.
Yeah, moving on. When times are hard, just remember our adventures at sea. At sea. Fly this flag over Wano. If anyone shows up causing trouble, let them see it. They'll know that if anyone messes with my crew, they're picking a fight with us.
He said my
You'll
crew.
call-
He
Yeah.
said my crew. If you fly
Yeah.
he's officially said it now, so we can do the breakdown. Oh, sorry. There's
And
one
then
more part.
Momo
There's
is
one more part.
crying.
That's my
Yeah,
fault. That's my fault.
Momo is crying. You'll call me one of you?
There we go.
Okay.
My fault. So,
Alright.
remember Dressrosa when Luffy refused to call them part of his crew for sailing under him. And now that he's a freaking emperor, he's just like, you're part of my crew. Luffy's growth to become an emperor right now.
But then those were the other allied forces, right?
Yeah, but they still wanted to be allied under him. Oh, so he refused the Sun's Cup, but that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. This is more of Whitebeard. This is more of like Odin being little brother to Roger and Whitebeard.
What? Yeah. Exactly.
All right, now
Okay.
we have something to finish off. You have till page, I want to say 11, and then Drew will take over on page 12. But let's figure out what the hell's going on with Yamato. Continue, good sir.
All right. Moving on to the next. Kinyamon, Yamato, Momo. If you ever want to be pirates, just say the word and we'll come right along and pick you up. And Yamato is shouting, yes. But we don't let weaklings on the ship. Watch out for him, Yamato. I will.
No.
Set sail.
Oh, God.
No, I mean, don't get your. Yeah, she's definitely staying.
I am so...
Like, why? Why even? Why not put her on the? She's been in Wano. She finally
I'm
gets to
so
see the
upset.
world.
I am like...
I think he just like had a last minute change of heart or something. Like, this is just ridiculous.
This is Yamato. This isn't like Luffy saying... Oh, God.
Surprisingly, I'm not upset because, like, this is probably something Oda decided maybe at the last minute to just put in a twist since he knows everyone is gonna root for Yamato for Nakama.
Oh, I feel sick. I really. Oh my goodness. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off, boys. Let's continue going.
Keep it together, Shogun. You can do it, Momonosuke. Okay, moving on to the next page. You guys ready, right?
Unfortunately.
Alright. On
This
to
is so
Hakumai.
upsetting.
That's where the formal pod is, so we can take the lift down. What a relief. I thought we would have to crash down the falls the same way we came in. Yeah, this sounds better. Classic Luffy.
Oh God. Oh God. Yes.
Oh, you're going for the proper part. Right. Huh? Good idea. It's so safe and secure. Oh. Okay, so now kid is messing with them. Just right for a couple of losers.
Yes.
Okay. Safe, secure. Oh my god.
We are gonna have a race down the falls, and it's gonna be so amazing.
I
They're
see.
really angry. Luffy, hello. Don't listen to him. Safe is good. Hey, Captain, what's with that look in your eyes? Let's just take the regular part. Give me the wheel, Jinbe. Luffy, no.
This is gonna be so much fun. Let's get out of Wano in the most One Piece way possible.
Yeah.
Go
Come
ahead.
aboard and bring along all your hopes and dreams.
I can see this kicking in, that song kicking in right when they're just Luffy's just like safe and secure. All right, I feel a little bit better. I don't. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, this is Drew. This is you now. You're page 12.
All right. Come aboard and bring along as that theme song is playing in your head. Don't do this! Rah! I don't want to die! And so they go over the falls in big fashion. And we get the narrator of the Kozuki play. But the charismatic Lord, Momonosuke and Kinemon retired. Mighty brigands to fight at their side. They led a tremendous charge and battled like true guardian deities. Neither Kaido, the Dragon King, nor the great ghastly Amarrion could compete. Did I say that word right? What's an Amarrion?
Oiran.
Oiran.
Maybe I'm
I don't know. They're thinking about Big Mom.
Yeah.
Big Mom.
Amarrion.
Neither the
ghastly
Dragon
Amarrion.
King or the ghastly Oiran. So, Big
Oiran.
Mom, when she was in that outfit, was dressed as an Oiran.
What's an Amarrion?
Prostitute.
It's
Yeah. Or the ghastly the ghastly prostitute could
I like how
compete.
Segrain was just like, it's prostitute. It's
but it's more like a concubine, I get it.
yeah,
it's what
it's what Komurasaki was.
Right.
Yeah, I wanted to say like it's a whore, and then you said it before me.
Okay. Their death screams split the sky. Meanwhile, Orochi, whom all thought burnt to death, lived through sheer malevolence to attack Princess Hiyori.
What?
But lo, Slice, who should come to cut the beast in twain, but the second of the Kozuki Oden's faithful followers, Denjiro, and just like the black hole of his family name,
Interesting.
the final head of Kurozumi Orochi burnt to a crisp. With a great bellow of thunder, Onigashima and the Dragon King plummeted to the earth. At last, the storm clouds that covered Wano for over 20 years began to clear away. But then, with the chants and festivities of the flower capital in the background, da-dun! Hard as it may be to believe, there stood Orochi, burning and baleful, and he said, "The wrath of the Kurozumi clan will curse this country unto the last generation." But the fair princess had witnessed 20 years of Wano's suffering. Her gaze was unwavering. Oh, man. Did someone have the stream on or something?
No, Segrain's got background noise. Segrain, could you mute when you're not speaking, please? We can hear people behind.
Alright. I was
Just when
just
you're
saying,
not
Samurai
speaking.
Drew, you'll be a good voice actor.
Oh, thank you. And yeah, look at all the paneling. But do you remember, do we see this line right here? I kind of forget the wrath of the... Oh, curse into the last generation.
We did not,
Did
no.
we see that section?
Nope.
So did he survive? No, he definitely died, right?
Yeah, he died. I think they're just adding that for dramatic effect.
I see. Gotcha. Do you guys got anything with this? Did Kazuki play here? And like, look at the
Oh, did
passion
you
of
do
the
that
man.
last panel? Sorry.
Oh yeah, but the fair princess had witnessed 20 years of Wano's suffering. Her gaze was unwavering.
Okay, that's Hiyori. Okay. I don't have
Yeah.
anything on that one. So,
What?
do you?
Nothing.
No.
Nope.
Thanks, Cool
Okay.
Kid. Yeah,
Just
he
move
did.
on.
He did.
He did.
Cool Kid, if you want to jump in and mute, go ahead. We're gonna continue on.
Okay, I'm on the next page and I'm seeing where this is going. This is actually pretty cool. Okay. And so, be careful, princess, said Denjiro. But she pushed the samurai's arm aside. And then our Princess Hiyori stood her ground and delivered her verdict onto the burning Orochi. In her hand, the fan bearing the Kazuki seal.
Segrain, back
On-
on mute, please.
Oops.
On her lips, the memories of 20 years ago. Thinking of father, mother, brother, and country, she spoke. Yo, here it comes! Say it with me, everyone!
Are they gonna do it?
Hirazumi was born to burn!
Okay, that was dope. Because Odin was born to boil, and the Korazumi was born to burn.
Wow.
I like it.
Wow.
I like
I
it.
mean, that's just insane. And then, like, yeah, because everyone, like, loves that line. It's, like, the 5th time they've seen this play. So they're like, oh, yeah, here comes the good part. Kurazumi was born to burn! Oh, yeah.
No worries.
Hey, great artwork here. And you gotta wonder if this really happened.
Did she say that? We don't know what she said at the very end.
Right.
I think this is a great way to end Wano. This is okay, gentlemen. Let's finish up these final 3 pages, and then we will go about a sip and discuss. How about that?
Yeah, sounds good. Be careful, princess, said Denjiro. But she pushed the samurai's... Oh, yeah, did I already say this? Oh, yeah. On the next. Okay. Second hour of the bird. The fire festival. Waiting crescent moons at... Oh, this is a song. Second hour of the bird. The festival. Waiting crescent moons gather at the night. At the lonely port at night. A tale of wondrous valor and daring revenge. The hope for day come at last, for the great and noble clan still stands tall once again. Yo! And then we see a nice ending to the play where we have all the main actors standing together. This has been the saga of mighty samurai, regaining their lost glory to shine as before.
Oh,
That-
Rizo still looks the same. Rizo still looks the same. No, no sexy Rizo. No sexy Rizo.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready for the
No,
final page of Wano, gentlemen? We started this in 2018. The saga of Wano in the manga. The final page. Without
Here we are.
Yamato. We're going to talk about this. Samurai Drew, you know what to do.
Well, that's all the time we have today. Lord Momonosuke, Lord Shogun. Well, our days, while our ways might part from now, so where shall we fly this flag? And then the narrator ends. May our paths cross again, someday, somewhere. The end.
Ba-boom.
The end of Wano.
All right, gentlemen.
I gotta admit, this got a little emotional.
Let's cheers. Not only to the sip and discuss, but
to the ending of Wano.
the ending of Wano. There are people whose entire time of One Piece. They started reading it in 2018. They got to Wano, and it's just been this long haul, and it's finally done. We met Momo in 2012-ish when we got to Punk Hazard. We met Kinemon even before then in 2011. We've spent 11 years of our lives with these people, and we are finally done. And we have no bearings as far as we're going to Hakumai, right? No.
Nope, we're jumping from the waterfall.
Oh, we're jumping from the waterfall, but someone said something about a location. I think it was Nami, but I think that was in reference to something else.
She said, let's go to Hakumai Port. That's
Hakumai Port.
Where the main part is for
Thank
them
you.
to go up.
Do we want to start off with the depressing part or the funny part? We can start
Well,
off with Yamato.
It's more actually angry.
I'm depressed, dude. I'm literally so depressed. The fact.
But for what reason? Like, why set that all up? Why not just be like? I just don't understand.
Like, I guess it's like she'll come and meet up with us later, and we can. I just don't know, man. I am very upset.
Like, this is just amping them up to like come in as, you know, oh, the Wano's here, they're here to help, you know, they call the flags. Like, that's what this is building towards, because we have the, you know, the.
I just don't get it.
Fleet. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, we have the fleet. We have Yamato. Anyway, we have all these people that like call the flags moment's going to happen, where, yeah, they're going to come in as reinforcements, and that's great. Love that. But there's no reason to set up for Yamato joining so hard and have all of your fans like, you know,
I don't even care about I don't even care about the fans part. What's driving me nuts is all the promotional stuff. Yamato is in for all of the 25th anniversary. This is One Piece. Not Carrot, not Kinemon, not Momo. No one else except the main Straw Hats and Yamato. So emotionally, it's been not even like caring what the fans say. Structurally, it's been put into play. What we say shouldn't matter. Truly, really shouldn't matter. What should be going on is an actual I love Oda. I
didn't think you dropped it.
I think he's planning to reunite them. Maybe she'll join later on. Maybe something will happen that she'll have to set out to sea and then join them later on.
I feel like that's the case, kind of like Jinbei, you know. It just feels but at the same time, how is she gonna get off the island now? Are we gonna?
Luffy's gonna come back and pick her up.
Are we gonna circle back? Like what's?
Yeah, the Straw Hat Pirates, the biggest taxi cab in the New World. Like what?
Odin. She's Odin. She's gonna find a way.
Well, also, yeah, they can just sail. They can just make a boat. Like that's not that crazy.
No,
actually, don't they have a ton of boats, or did they all get sunk?
I think Yamato is quite naive. I don't trust Yamato to manage seafaring vessels and navigation on her own. I really don't.
Right.
It's just
she's
what about
quite
a time
naive,
skip?
like, now the time skip.
Because that would actually kind of make sense if that was the case. Because she's saying she wants to travel, like, because there's a 2-year time skip. Then Momo says, someday I'm going to be the greatest shogun ever. He's like, I'll be there to witness it. Well, it's like, okay, is there... that is kind of curious. Like, a 2-year, like, time skip for them to grab all the poneglyphs or something, you know? That'd be interesting. I would actually like to see everyone a little older, but I don't know.
But remember, Momo specifically said... in that fight with Green Bull, don't fight. You're leaving. You're leaving. Like, it's just.
Yeah. Why switch it? Why
I feel
switch
like
it?
I feel like this. I have not felt like this since Vivi.
I didn't want Vivi to come along. She didn't have any. I mean, I was totally good with that because what? She's gonna become a pirate? It didn't make any sense. Yamato knows Conqueror's hockey and is talking about and was invited onto the crew and was a pivotal role in the series.
Was Yamato officially?
She
invited?
had every reason to get on that ship.
Was
She had
Yamato officially invited?
Oh no, I can't answer that definitively. I was actually pulling the strings there.
I really don't know. I just don't. I thank you for everyone who's in the chat. We have a few people. It's basically just me saying I don't know multiple times. But it's just so what? Go ahead.
Have you guys gone on Twitter or anything? Is the community also mad? Like
we have no idea. It's normally Cool Kid is in the chat as well.
Yeah, Cool Kid. What's the reaction to the general pop?
He does say only
what's
problem.
the Twitter status?
I feel like Oda over the break just changed his mind. It's just such a jarring change. It's just such a jarring freaking change.
That's why I said maybe it was a last minute change that he did.
I don't know, man. It's just so confusing. I'd
trade Yamato for Jinbei in a second.
Don't you dare.
I would trade Yamato for Jinbei.
I would not.
My God.
Why can't we have both of them? That's my. Let's go ahead and jump. Let's talk about. Let's touch on something else. Just because this is, it is getting a little monotonous. We'll circle back to it if we feel the need. How about that?
Yeah.
So Momo, the community is not happy. I do want to see everyone. Rogers Base is in South Africa, actually, at the set of the One Piece filming.
Burn it down.
Yeah, so like I don't think that he's probably been spoiled already because he's been advocating for Yamato the hardest. But yeah, I just don't. The community, I understand, and again, Oda should not make his decisions based on what we say because we tie ourselves in our own plot holes constantly. That being said, burn it down. Like this, so everyone remembers Sukiyaki coming back and not being dead, and that completely took me out of the story. That's down here as far as like my frustration levels. Yamato not coming with us.
Dude, like what you know what I mean? Like at the end of our arc, you need to see the Straw Hats like get some gold. Get a reward, get something good. And no treasure. No Yamato.
We're not gonna have side boobs.
They left empty-handed.
Community is not happy, and yeah. But let's briefly talk about other things. There was a lot of funny stuff. There was funny stuff. Kid being my favorite as being the little angsty boy, and it's just like, oh, you guys gonna have to take it all nice and slow, leading Luffy to hijack the steering wheel from Jinbei and take them over the falls. Go ahead, Drew. Go as the background as I explain it.
Oh, come aboard and bring along
the sunny going over, the polar
together
tank.
We will find
You got the thousand pump going over, and the captain's just being like, onward! And all of their crew is just being like, oh my god! And you just see the downward slope of all of them going over the falls, and you just see it done. This is how you know we work well together, because we just did that very perfect.
It'll only slow us down. Half a video guy. Yeah.
To Segrain's point, very emotional. Very emotional. This is just a mixture of emotion of the chapters. We left off with a lot of like, what? Go ahead, Segrain, sorry.
Let me play devil's advocate a bit here.
Oh boy. If you're trying to fight for Yamato staying, we might not be friends after that.
Like,
You disagree
if you
with
think
me.
about it, Yamato has read Odin's journal, right? She should know secrets that Odin kept in his journal. What if Oda did that hypothetically to keep it, like, to keep the secret?
And then she
away from
joins
them.
after. I get it, and I hate that sounds so logical that it's frustrating. I just, oh man, I'm really.
I
I'm
get
really
it, like we took Yamato joining the crew like so emotionally. The whole, like, I don't think there's anybody that's against Yamato joining the crew. Oh, we've got Cookie happening.
Yo.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So he was finally just like, I can't take this anymore. I have to complain with everyone else. We're back to it. We're just gonna spend the next 20 minutes complaining about this. We
Okay.
tried to be
And I'm gonna
positive.
spend the-
It can't happen.
You know,
Blame devil's
I'm finally
advocate.
here. First thing I'll say, I'll tell you. You want to know what are the two things that people are saying why this is the worst chapter? People are overreacting. I do have to say that.
I
But
wouldn't say
one
worst
is
chapter. Yeah.
yeah.
am not.
Only two things that there are people complaining about, and they're being like, "This is the worst chapter of the year, worst chapter of the manga." Oda fell off, but yeah, the first thing's obviously Yamato, which you were talking about earlier, and it was the line that Hiyori was saying that Kurozumi were born to burn.
I like
Those
that.
were the two.
Oh, we could talk about that. Like, we're just so stuck on everything else.
Wait,
Oh.
people didn't like that? I thought that was dope.
Well,
They didn't?
What
here's
Cookie
the
is
thing.
saying,
I thought
like,
that was cool.
I liked
It
it,
is-
kind of. I think the main reason why people didn't like it is because, shit, we're still, persecuting all the Kurozumi,
Oh, right. Well, they're using the last name as a punching bag. Oh,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
but guess
I
what?
get
They
it.
deserve it. He deserves it. He ruined that was the last of that name.
Like Orochi, obviously.
Yes, I
And-
get the whole persecution part, but people need to chill out and grow up. What? Who said that?
No, like, here's the thing. If you,
I had the
if
same
you
thought.
put-
To be honest.
Now let me
Yeah,
stop. Now let me get
yeah.
upset about Yamato again.
No, Ziggurat got
Okay,
it. Got it.
speaking of,
Ziggurat's
like,
got
if you're on Twitter, like, you are going to see a lot of overreaction on this smallest bit of, like, misunderstanding. So that was why I know people are going to overreact a lot on Twitter.
Well, Twitter is also
well,
just
well,
like
Yeah.
the smallest voices with the loudest megaphones. Like, it's not.
I
I
don't
wouldn't say
subscribe to that.
that's why I wouldn't say the whole Kurozumi thing is probably the most outlandish thing, because that's probably like the small subject of people that get pissed off over, like, Arlong being cast as an actual black person in the live action. Oh my god!
Oh,
how dare
yeah,
they
yeah,
cast-
stuff like that.
I think it's those type of people that are pissed off over that. Yamato. But let's talk about the Kurozumi were
You know what?
born to burn.
Yeah, I got some things to say
I mean,
about
that
it.
was fair. I think that was a very apt. It was a great way to end the play, because they probably started it with Odin dying, saying, Odin wouldn't be Odin. Odin was born to boil. Oh my God, are they persecuting Kazuki Oda now? Blah, 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 blah.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm doing this. But,
Oh, devil's advocate.
I
Go
mean,
ahead.
if you just want my general opinion about specifically that line is I'm not truly against it. I get what Oda is going for, and as long I guess I'm fine with the line. That's if anything I gotta say.
I wouldn't. Oh, I'm not gonna advocate for it being like a quote that I tattoo on my body, but I think it was a good way of ending.
Can we
and a good.
can we run
comparison.
through?
Which
Okay, can we run through a little history with the Kurozumi clan here? Okay, so the original, so the worst guy, or like the beginning, right? Orochi's grandfather or
So,
relatives or whatever
we-
have set up the king or something, right? They like
No,
killed
one
somebody.
second. You need here's the context of everything. So Sukiyaki's dad could not have children. It was years and years and years, and he was not having a kid. This is Odin's dad. So of the other vassals, the other daimyos, the Kurazumi were one of them. There was going to be a power struggle to take over for the Sukiyaki's dad, since he did not have an heir. Kurazumi, Orochi's grandfather, started murdering and he was assassinating people. It's Game of Thrones, basically.
Yeah.
Sukiyaki was born. Time went on. Those deeds came out. Family was cursed. Entirety of Wano said screw them, murder them. Orochi was born, treated like shit. Who is the vassal as well? Redhead artist. He was a Kurazumi. What was
Kanjuro?
Thank you. Kanjuro was also his family died right in front of him. So I get the arc. Fine.
I think,
but that's basically the context.
The thing was, I think was it before or after Sukiyaki's birth?
Sukiyaki, no, he was
They
murdered.
staged a coup.
No, he was
They
assassinating.
staged or were trying to stage a coup, right?
No, he was assassinating people.
Is that a
he was
coup?
killing the. No, it's a coup if you're taking over. If he was going after the shogun, he wasn't going after the shogun. What Orochi did was a coup, because Orochi took over the shogunship. He was killing off all the rivals. So then, when Sukiyaki was born, none of us can be king anymore. A year later, wait, why did all these people die anyway? Oh, they were poisoned. Who was poisoning them? Oh, this guy. And now it comes out. If Sukiyaki had not been born, then he would have gone on to become shogun because he was the only one left. So that was the dichotomy, and that's why when the crazy old lady showed up to Orochi and she was telling him it was Sukiyaki's fault that he was being born and all of this stuff. I literally just watched that scene last night when someone reacted to it. And it was basically, it's his fault that their Kurazumi were dismissed and all of that. Not the power struggle. That's fine. And the audience is like, no, you guys are wrong. So that's the whole dichotomy. And that's why Orochi was saying, I'm not the one who's wrong. That's the whole point.
Okay. So in One Piece with last names, right? So Goldie, Roger, and Ace. Ace did not want his last name, and he was still cursed with, the family legacy, right? And so I think what people might be upset with is we're talking about last name. We're talking about who you're. Wano is taking a back step in the progress of not letting your last name affect who you are. But there's an exception, which is Orochi, who cursed his family name even worse than it already was. But it's a snake eating its own tail, I believe, would
That's
be the
fair.
expression, because they get betrayed, and then that launches Orochi, and then Orochi wants revenge, and so then he takes everyone as a slave and acts like an awful person. So I think in this context, hear me out, I think in this context, we can curse this last name because he's the last one, and he deserves it. He deserves to burn, and his last name deserves to burn too for all of the treacheries that his family has caused. He did not break the cycle. He consumed it.
Yes, he became part of it. It's basically Hody Jones. In the circle of racism and hatred.
Well, except for he actually experienced the hatred. Hody didn't.
Oh yeah, see, there you go. Even better.
Yeah, well, I
So
guess
he
that's
actually
true.
had a
I guess
reason.
Rochi is the last, Kurazumi. Well, unless if you agree with the theory that Otama might be one.
She could be.
Yeah.
Hey,
Kurazumi?
Yeah, let's mess this arc up even more. Oh, and by the way, Zoro's last name, wonder who he's related to in Wano. Nothing.
I mean, look,
we got a little bit of
if you
Zoro
want my
backstory.
opinion
We did
about
get
it,
a little bit of Zoro
Oda
backstory.
did say in SBS he was not going to go into it, and he really didn't.
I don't think we're ever gonna get a Zoro's lineage.
We got a little bit. We got more than I ever would have expected.
But the idea is that he's related to Ryuma, right?
I wouldn't say go that far. Just his background and the swordsmith. Like we forget there was an entire chapter on swords in the background of the Wano swordsmith that Zoro grew up with.
Mm-hmm. Right,
and that's way more background than we've ever gotten. We were
that
set up
true.
for Zoro. Name
got
one
the
more
Kalina
instance. That was
I
like
don't know. I
three
kind of
pages.
feel like people were kind of expecting something like, oh yeah, we're going to find out who the heck Zoro's dad is and how they got all the way from Wano to the East Blue or something stupid.
That doesn't take away that chapter was still more Zoro backstory than we've ever gotten.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I just don't know. I just feel like people expected way more, and I don't
always
think we were
expect
going to
more.
get that.
Well, for instance, I'm the perfect example. You can see my depression during the Kaido flashback. I was expecting way more. We got 7 pages, and you just see me get like depressed. I'm just like, wait a second, this is going way too fast. Wait a second, what's going on? He's already an adult? No! So I will be the first to admit my expectations are always like insane. During the end of the fights. Oh, Frankie hasn't really been pushed. In Dressrosa he was done. Like I was doing that all so much. So much. I
don't care about that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I'll admit that. I was hyping the living hell out of it. I wasn't doing it to the point where it was like taking away from my experience. So now One Piece is mid.
Oh my god.
One Piece isn't mid. It's still my favorite series, but I'm thinking if I was in charge of making the title for this chapter, for this reaction, it'd be I might have some harsh words for this.
Go ahead and say it. This is
the worst chapter of the year.
I wouldn't say.
Well, let me ask.
We have a lot. We have a lot more to go for worst chapter of the year.
As most people are saying, a 1 out of 10 chapter.
We have there are a lot of other things that
I've
happen.
never felt this disappointed in a chapter.
That's fair.
Except for when
Here's
a certain person was confirmed dead.
Look. Oh my god. Okay, I'll just give my opinion about this chapter first. One thing, yes, while it is disappointing about Yamato and maybe that other people already running may not be okay with, but I don't think those two things take away from, in general, like most of this chapter I really love, and I think it's actually a really cool way to end it, especially with a Japanese rakugo. I think that's what it's called. Type of style theater that's like retelling, the raid and everything. I thought it was
I love
really
that.
cool.
Oh, structurally great.
And then when Momonosuke and Luffy were saying their goodbyes, Momonosuke and Kinemon were saying their goodbyes. I just love that whole scene and everything.
Hey,
Makes
good.
sense.
Do you have the chapters up right now? Like, could you look at it?
Not up right now, but I did read it.
Oh, page 7, bottom. Momo tackling Luffy.
Yeah. Give me.
Did you hear that whole part?
Of the size and
let me.
consistency.
I'll just literally. Let me just pull up the chapter.
I just want to get your reaction to it. If that's okay. I don't mean to put you on the spot.
Okay, I did read it beforehand, so.
What I want you to do is look at the bottom of page 7, where Yamato is.
Page 7. Yeah.
Do you notice anything about that?
Like, what do you mean specifically?
Yamato and Luffy. Like, look at Yamato and Luffy there, on the bottom.
Yeah, I guess so.
How tall is Yamato?
I don't remember. I think she's like almost 10 feet tall.
10 feet? That's amazing. I don't even think I have ceilings as big as that in a house I've ever owned. Okay, or rented, I mean. Here, her face is smaller than Luffy's head. she looks tiny.
That is
And
a very
what-
big inconsistency.
It just doesn't
look.
make any damn sense. Why that would fly?
I'll tell you what I told my friend who was watching Dressrosa, like, why does Doflamingo's height change so much? It's like, Oda's not very consistent when it comes to height.
Yeah, well, he's giant, like, you know, giant. I get that part. Like, giants, sure. But this is, like, really off. Like, this is really off. And
Yeah,
that's why I'm telling you, this chapter ain't up to One Piece standards. Okay. No, but it was another thing that kind of upset me. Is like, why was that so poorly managed there? And her jumping on Luffy is small as well. Did they get, like, a new artist in or something? They didn't get the height?
Well, nah, Oda's the one still drawing it. He only has people drawing backgrounds.
I'm
They're
just
evolved.
so upset.
So
Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but you're like, this one moment right here. Oda can't get the height right. Worst chapter of the year.
That's
Yamato,
Yeah, like,
bad. Oh, go ahead.
everyone-
Go ahead. It's okay.
Everyone is angry. Everyone is upset that Yamato is not joining the crew. But
oh, I'm so
Drew is
upset.
like, no, I'm upset because Yamato wasn't given her correct height.
Yeah.
Right.
Proper dimensions.
Oh yeah,
First
I
of
just
all,
realized.
This is our last chance to see side boob. Damn it! If we're going to see it,
it up.
it needs to be big and in our faces.
Okay,
Oh my
no.
God.
Oh, I got a little point.
Goodbye, side boob.
Yamato has been screwed. She has been shortized, she's been shortened, and she's been kicked off the crew. Her development has been thrown
over,
away,
right?
and
so
not only
upset.
that, she is. When are we going to see her again?
Now,
What was the point? I feel wasted. I feel like my
you know
time
what?
was wasted.
You know what? Since we're talking about this, can I just give my whole opinion about the
Yeah.
whole Yamato thing? Because I never actually talked about it. So here's the thing. I do feel like that, I don't know, Oda over the break just decided, you know, maybe it's not a good idea for Yamato to just join the crew now, or if he plans to join later or any other time. I just feel like Oda changed his mind, and I'm kind of fine with that. I'm okay with that.
That means he made a
Honestly, I would
mistake.
be
That means he
okay
made a
with,
mistake, though.
He
Jinbei
didn't- it's his
being a
manga,
file
he didn't make a
member.
mistake.
I am perfectly fine with it. That's how I feel. I mean, I'm sure some people are disappointed that we're not getting anyone from Wano, and I mean,
Or treasure.
oh
I keep
yeah,
on the treasure, but there's no treasure.
I
Where's the
mean,
treasure?
we got a poneglyph.
But I mean, hey, if you guys
Yeah, that's
really
fair, that's
want a
fair.
new crew member, just wait till the next chapter when Carrot pops out of a barrel.
Good Lord, I don't care about Carrot.
I swear to God, this dude literally just retrograded Carrot back in after lecturing us about Yamato.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
No.
Yeah,
He's leading an entire race of people. Okay, so but Carrot's gonna be really busy.
Oh,
Does she
man.
know how to do that?
But
No.
wait, guys,
You know, Carrot just
but
decides
wait.
to skip out.
Let's backtrack and let's.
Let's backtrack a little.
Sigrun,
Go ahead,
keep-
Sigrun.
Keep up your thought.
Okay. Well, anyway, I don't know.
Let's.
What's a good part? It makes me happy. What's a good part of this chapter? Let's see. Let me literally look through here. What can I
apparently
like?
people were triggered about the Kurozumi BS. Caesar with the sneak attack.
Okay.
I don't know about that part.
Caesar's fine. That's fine. They gotta get him out of there. So let's do smoke bomb
yeah,
or whatever. I'm fine with that.
Don't worry. Just Caesar's going to get his ass kidnapped again. Probably.
But they also keep on saying that Big Mom and Kaido are dead, right? There's no way, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe it is.
No.
Who knows?
You want to know what Oda plans for them? They're probably going to show up in the last arc, and you're going to forget about them. It's like, wait a minute, what? I thought Kaido was dead. Obviously not. Obviously no. They're just built different.
They are just built different. Well, gentlemen, potentially our last time seeing baby girl Yamato.
Yamato.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's-
it is kind of sad for me since Literally, Yamato was
Oh, I
the
thought you were
character
fine with
that-
it. I thought you were fine with it. You heartless
Yeah.
monster. No, you
Well,
can't. You
actually,
can't backtrack now.
Oh my god.
He's a
You said
Carmean, right?
you've hurt our feelings
my
already.
God.
No, you can't go ahead and be like, oh my god, Yamato is amazing. No, no, you've said your words, hurtful man. Go ahead.
I do.
How can we look at the good things? You know, we've been finally, after 4 years and a little over a month, we are
We're
finally over with Wano,
We are
the
done.
longest arc in One Piece history.
And with
Crazy
that,
thing.
let's get some final thoughts
Okay.
for each of you about next chapter, where we go, and then we'll end the stream. We just had an
Ooh, okay. Man, I got one hot thought real quick. Can I do that real quick? I was kind of waiting to interject.
Drew starts off.
Okay,
Segrain, Cool
take your
Kid,
hot
and then
take.
we'll wrap up.
This is a hot take. Okay, so pound for pound, Dressrosa, right? Like Wano was more entertaining in the middle for sure, but
It's way
I
too
really,
early for me to judge right now.
but I mean, just like what I'm feeling right now, what's coursing through my veins right now, I think Dressrosa just had I think it had a cleaner ending, at least for me. But this is a clean ending. But also, we forget that they did Act 3. They didn't do Act 4 as like the resolution and then end. They did 1, 2, 3 and end. Isn't there usually an end? So that's why I also feel a little muddled here. It's like, okay, we forgot about the acts. We didn't get Yamato on the crew. You know, I don't know. It is. I'm just a little fired up, I guess. But that's my thoughts. Where are we going next? Hopefully, we're on the ship and talking and maybe seeing what's going on around the world. I
can
mean,
live
that
with
seems
that.
like the likely case.
I'll be fine with that. I'd be fine with that. Segrain, your final thoughts.
Oh, we're going back to the rest of the world. We're going back and seeing what happened with the Warlords. Now we know what happened with Sabo. We don't know where he is, but we know what happened with the Warlords. We don't know what happened with the Warlords. Also, regarding Drill's, you said it modeled you like the acts. I think there was a time I was talking about like this is going to be 3 acts because it was already dragging too long for it to be 5 acts, even at that moment. So imagine if we had Act 4 and Act 5. It's gonna
Act
take
4
like
should have
27.
happened. Anyway.
I don't know.
I mean,
And
it could have
Segrain,
happened.
Thank you, Segrain. And now, Cool Kid, your final thoughts.
Okay, my final thoughts. Even though, you know, I'm sure everyone has some kind of negative or problem with Wano.
Me.
You know, and I still think overall, even you have to reread it to have a better experience. But just as right now, I think overall, Wano is one of the best story arcs in One Piece. I truly think it's at least a top 5 arc, and you know,
I'd agree
we've
with
been
that.
in here for 4 years. It's kind of a little sad to say, well, goodbye to Wano, but welcome to whatever comes next, because honestly, I have no clue. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
We could
true.
either just see the Straw Hats hanging out, or we could cut to whatever's happening around the world.
I would
And just
very
whatever
much
happens,
appreciate
I'm
that.
just excited for it.
Oh yeah.
Give your thought, Drew, and then I'll wrap up.
Yeah, I did like I loved that they gave Yamato the straw hat, the flag. I love that. You know,
Momo.
you're one of my Nakama.
They gave
Nakama means
Momo
2
the
things:
flag.
either
Momo.
your crew or your family, basically. So when he says when our villains say Nakama, they mean like their underlings. When Luffy says it, it means his you know, you're his family, his little brother. And it's just a difference, and I love that. There you go.
I hope that we at least get a chapter before we go into anything else of just engagement on the crew. I hope we have some type of like cathartic release with Yamato maybe like coming after them. I don't know. I'm not gonna let this go. I really can't.
It's better have them
I can't let this dream
I know
go.
this is still my
Oh
final
my
thoughts.
God.
No, I didn't cut you guys off. I do hope that we get to find out at least more of what's going on in the world. So basically similar to what everyone else thought. But yeah, this is, I'm not going to say this is the worst chapter of the year. We are going to do that ranking at the very end of the year, and then we're going to talk about it. And if it turns out that it is,
Okay.
then quantitatively, we've discussed it in a fair way for it to be that. Is that fair?
Okay, I like that.
So then it could be. So it's on the block. I wouldn't say it is, but it's going to be a memorable one for sure. I am so excited to listen to these videos of everyone just pissed off.
Yeah, like honestly, I think the only video that I saw Hecking was the only one who wasn't really pissed at anything in the chapter. Everyone else. I meant everyone.
I'm pretty sure Tekking is going to have a video of probably why Yamato stayed, and I'm very interested in that, because there's probably like nuances and undertones that we've missed. But for those that have stuck it out, thank you so much. Sorry about the little buffering errors. I'm going to call my internet service after this, actually. Get that figured out. We have a video, we have chapters 10 to 57 next week. And then there should be some watch lists coming out soon. Be sure to check out all the lads. All their information is down in the links below. And thank you all for joining us. So, Nakama and Warlords alike, always remember, anime is adulting. Take it easy. Peace.
Also, I got a One Piece Wano discussion